Welcome to the weekly episode of Activating the Witch Within. How are you? I am Tanya James, channeled healer, master energy coach, and just so delighted to be with you here today. So I have a couple of announcements. Hi, Joanne. I have a couple of announcements and a couple of great, just awesome things in the works for this fall. And hi, how are you today? And I want to share a little bit about that before we go into a nice full moon cleansing release. A lot has been coming up. I know for myself, the last 6 weeks have been a complete and total whirlwind. So it's just kind of this, okay, what needs to purge out? Last week I talked about this kind of 7-year cycle ending, and from the 12-12-12 portal 7 years ago. And, what are we really releasing and letting go of? And my team gifted me maybe about 6 months ago with a process using a quantum fiber optic tube of light. So in these sessions I've been guiding people through, we actually go back to the birth of their soul. So we go all the way back to the moment of creation of you as a non-physical being. And from that place, we invite in all aspects that you've ever been. So any physical experience in this life, any other planet even, who knows, we call into the space. And it's really a total timeline cleanse. So we, invite the energy of separation. At the birth of our soul, all we knew was wholeness, all we knew was oneness, all we knew was love. And every time we're not in our non-physical form, we get to experience, the opposite of love and bringing love into that opposite. And so we take the energy of separation, we'll just call it that today. Sometimes, I lead these cords for specific purposes. So if there's a relationship issue or a money issue or something that somebody's really struggling with, we just call in the energy of that particular pattern and invite this cord, which is, oftentimes held by different ascended masters, archangels. Archangel Michael's there a lot. Archangel Raphael's there a lot. Kuan Yin, Mother Mary. Jesus comes in from time to time. I've even had one come in specifically from Sirius. So the birth of her soul just took us straight to the center of Sirius. And instead of, normally I see it going left to right, it sometimes goes forward, backwards. Anyways, I'm getting off track here. But it's an amazing process. And it's this purging, cleansing, really neutralizing the timeline. So nothing from the past is holding you back. Nothing. And it is possible. It's just expanding the mind to the possibility that you can let some of this stuff go that you've been carrying with you, maybe decades in this lifetime, maybe lifetime after lifetime. We can let this shit go. We don't have to keep repeating the lesson, doing the same pattern again and again. I was looking through some journals this week and I found an entry from, 12 years ago. And it was the same shit that happened a couple of weeks ago. And I'm sitting there reading this and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Like how, and I'm so grateful that I've always kept journals and I can look back and say, okay, can we be done with this pattern for good now, please? So today I'd love to lead everybody through a full moon release. And just call up to your mind something that you're really ready to let go of. And, before we get started, just declare, universe, I'm done. I'm done with whatever this thing is, whatever this struggle, whatever this challenge or recurring lesson. Just, declare it loud. Universe, I'm done. Show me the way. Show me the way to not have this weighing me back anymore. And I'm actually being called to pull a medicine card for the day for this new moon. These are these amazing animal medicine cards. They're just absolutely brilliant by Jamie Sams and David Carson. And I'm just going to go ahead and say, what animal medicine wants to come in to support these releasing. And something else that's been coming through really strong is how our ancestors and our guides or our DNA lineage here actually is so celebrating with us, because we are actually graduating and doing things on an energetic level that they never got to do. And they've been coming in really strong saying, thank you, thank you, thank you, because your victory is something that we never were able to achieve when we were on Earth, and you're achieving that for us. And there's this huge surge of non-physical support energy here with us right now that's just really calling us to evolve into this highest aspect of ourselves and form, while still maintaining our humanity, by still not trying to get it all right or have things be in this utopic state of perfection. That's not going to happen, right? But it's about balancing, knowing that we are the universe in form, knowing that we are doing what we're doing. And it doesn't have to be all right. There are no right and wrong, right? It's all leading us on this windy path of our journey. So the medicine that came up for the day is ant medicine. Ant medicine. And, what are ants good at, right? Community and working. Let's see. So ant medicine says patience. Patience. Oh, tiny ant, your patience grows like the sands of time. Can I learn to be like you, or is it too sublime? Ant can carry a leaf over hundreds of miles just to get it back to the anthill. Ants in Africa will strip a forest bare when food is scarce, even if it takes them a year. Ants' medicine is the strategy of patience. Ant is a builder like beaver, is aggressive like badger, has stamina like elk, scrutiny like mouse, and giveaway like turkey. And I'm not going to read the entire description, but I'll just kind of summarize. Patience does have its rewards. If you have ant medicine, you eat slowly and deliberately, and are content in knowing that what is yours will come to you. What is yours will come to you. This knowing is good medicine. It shows a trust in the universe to provide. If ant has meandered into your spread today, it's time to show a little trust and patience in some life situation. You may have forgotten that you will always receive that which you need at the time you need it most. If it is not on the horizon or just around the next anthill, you may need to use some strategy. How can you put to use your power of creation until it arrives, whatever it means to you at this time? Ant is working for the good of the whole. Are you? If you are, be assured that the whole wants the same goodness for you and that it will be provided. So that is beautiful medicine, I think, for this full moon. And hi, Olivia. Hi, Linda. And just, calling up right now, let's just have the intention here. We're going to have this container of releasing that we're all standing, whether you're watching here live with me right now or listening on the replay, call up that thing, that universe, I'm done with fill in the blank, show me the way. Call that up. I am feeling a lot of energy around abundance and prosperity for those either watching now or going to be on the replay. And also being done with relationships that aren't two-way streets. So, like being okay with growing with someone who is, those relationships that are on two-way streets will continue to grow and continue to evolve. And the relationships that are more one-sided and unilateral are going to be naturally falling away, especially as our frequencies raise and as we continue to grow and expand our consciousness. We're going to vibrate, our into our tribe and tribes even more so, or new tribes. And then those relationships that are not vibrating at that same level are going to fall away. So invite this energy, whatever it is, to come up. And I see a mason jar in front, like this kind of energetic mason jar. Just put all of this, you can even see it as kind of writing little notes of all of these things that are maybe associated with this particular challenge, all of the facets in it. So if it's money, all the, your relationship with giving, your relationship with receiving, any place where there's been separation with yourself and giving, with yourself and receiving, any and all place where, you feel stuck, you feel self-doubt, worry, having really set the bar high. I'm hearing for some of you really, really high expectations, and being able to say, it's good to set high expectations. It's good to push for my best. But it's also good to give yourself a pat on the back no matter how it goes. And that you're exactly where you're meant to be. And to kind of soften up is the energy. Softening up. But being that determined ant, right? So I'm just going to invite you to keep pouring your thoughts, these worries, these doubts, these stresses, these challenges, all that which, universe, I'm done, and just see it going into this container now. And I'm just going to kind of be holding this container of what you're letting go of with you. Oi, 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 ai, oi, oi, ai. Oi, 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 ai, oi, oi, ai, oh, hi, oi, 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 ai, oi, oi, ai. Oi, 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 ai, oi, oi, ai, oh, hi. And now seeing that mason jar just nice and filled up with all of these things that you are letting go of, all of these things that you are ready to release in this Aries full moon today. And this hunter's moon, really ready to release. And where does this jar want to go? It's going to be different for everybody. So you might want to picture this jar being attached to a hot air balloon and just flying away, fly, way far away out of the earth, out of Earth's atmosphere, just out into the cosmos. You might want to put it on a tree across the street from your house. You may want to bury it or at the bottom of the ocean and let Mother Earth just absorb the notes and transmute them. So wherever your imagination is telling you that you want this jar of what you're done with, wherever you want that to go ahead and just see it going there now out of your field. And at this time, releasing everything that is not your energy from your field. Any person, place, thing, idea. All children of yours under 18 remain in. Everything else just goes. Disconnecting from all vows, contracts, promises, agreements, oaths, and the like that are no longer serving your best and highest good. Invite those to leave now as well. And then calling you back. Calling all of you back throughout all time and space, throughout all dimensions and planes. Known and unknown, calling you back. Knowing that the energy that is coming back to you is yours, and that it is fully recalibrated to the highest vibrational frequency of love and light for your highest and best good. And really feeling in your own sovereign field. Feeling into that power, that eternal essence that we opened with at the call, or at the when I started the live, the birth of your soul energy. Feeling that birth of your soul energy in your field. That timeless, ageless, perfect essence, spark, soul, oversoul, however you want to call it, of you. And that you are co-creating with the highest aspect of you. And just invite that stillness. that softness, to soften your skin, soften your thoughts, soften your heart, and that it is safe to release. So a nice gentle full moon release that was, and you can take some deep breaths and just kind of come back. I've been releasing more the last couple of days. I moved to the desert, as many of those that have been listening and that kind of know what's been going on in my world. I moved from Washington to Arizona this past month, and acclimating to the heat wasn't easy the first week. And so yesterday I'm like, you know what? I'm going back to Bikram. So I just got back from my second class today, and I went yesterday. And I used to do Bikram a lot right before I had my twins. So this is like maybe 15 years ago. I may have started Bikram, somewhere around there. And then I, haven't gone for a long time. And I'm like, what better way to acclimate to the heat than just go throw myself in the fire, right? And I'm so sore. It's like I had to crawl over to the camera to do the live today. I'm like, no, you've got this, even though your legs are jello and you're sore. But I love how one of my yoga teachers back when I first started said, we can pay up front, with our free will and our choice, and take, and yeah, there's a little bit of discomfort with up leveling physically, but the payoff will be huge down the line, because you won't have health problems, and you'll have, a greater, just sense of feeling good in your body. And when I had started, I had pretty severe scoliosis. So I had, and still to this day, I have quite the curvature. I think I'd be, 6'1" or 6'2" maybe, if my spine was totally straight. And I caused a lot of pain when I was in my early 20s. I was in basically chronic constant pain. And through Bikram, chiropractic, massage, doing a whole bunch of things, now even though there's still a lot of curvature in my spine, it's all moving nicely. And the areas that I was challenged today and yesterday were in the just letting the mind go, letting the mind get still. So in my new full moon releasings the last couple of days, it's all been about just releasing the need to control, releasing the need to get everything right, releasing the need to, think, like really moving those overthinking muscles out. And the Bikram has really helped today and yesterday me just feel more in my body, and also, acclimating to the heat. So it's just been a really great, thanks for the hearts. It's just been a really great transition to, actually feel cold today. I was outside and I'm like, oh, I feel a little cold, and it's like 85. Are you kidding? But after, being that hot, the 85 doesn't feel that hot anymore. And it's just amazing how adaptable the body is. It's amazing how adaptable the mind is. Yesterday, I was really losing my breath. And if you've seen the movie The Matrix, there's this scene where Morpheus and Neo are in the training room, and Neo's like, panting, and Morpheus like, is that air you're breathing? And so yesterday in class, I'm like, oh, is that air I'm breathing? Do I really need to be panting right now? Or can I slow my roll and really get in that still and quiet? And I started doing the Om Shri Burzi Namaha mantra. So in the Shavasanas, I just did that whole mantra on one in breath, and do the mantra again on the out in breath, and really elongate that breathing and pushing. And it's just, if you've never tried Bikram, I can't recommend it enough in terms of, it's just been an amazing practice. And like yesterday was my first class in over a year and a half, and it's like riding a bike. Once your muscle memory, once your body acclimates to the heat and knows how to do the movements, you can go a year or two or whatever and hop in like you do it every day. It's really amazing. And it's reminded me of the importance of pushing yourself in healthy ways and still knowing how to back off and take it one, it's that balance, right? And that's what, the Libra energy right now with astrology is all about, balance, and finding that, okay, it's okay to push yourself hard, and it's okay to take a break, and it's that activity, repose, and finding the balance and the quiet in the stillness of the moment, and enjoying in the excitement of the action. So thanks for sitting here with me today. For everybody who's with me live, I really appreciate you being in my community. I do have my first international launch coming up in 2 weeks, doing the Quantum Court of Light process, and I'm really jazzed about it. I'm really excited to be presenting on a much larger scale and way than I have in the past. So I hope that you will join me for that, and all the information and links beforehand will be posted for sure. And I'm also doing a special, a kind of a pre-special with the quantum fiber optic cable, and it's usually a 45-minute, sometimes an hour session. So if you are interested in receiving one of those, feel free to shoot me a message, and I can shoot you over a calendar link. So I think that's it for now. I hope everyone is having a very beautiful and restful Sunday, and charge your crystals tonight. Feel free to put some moon water out for yourself. There's all sorts of fun things to do with the full moon, and using it to our advantage to help us really let go of all this, all these things that we don't need to carry anymore, and that aren't ours to carry, and that, why hold ourselves back, right? All right, have a wonderful, amazing rest of your day, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.